is Kcal News, Los Angeles.
Now at noon, a van pursuit turns into a barricade in the San Fernando Valley. We get a live report on how it all came to an end. Plus, motorcycle riders in the Inland Empire are honoring those we've lost this Memorial Day, the cause behind this holiday ride. And, well, an awkward moment between the president of France and his wife is caught on camera. What the couple is saying about this viral video. Welcome to Kcal News here at noon and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Jasmine Veal in for Amy Johnson. We start with that breaking news, though. A police pursuit of an armed suspect leads to a standoff when the chase ends in a Woodland Hills cul-de-sac. Let's go to Kcal News reporter Jeff Nguyen live. Jeff, it took some time, but police did finally take that woman into custody.
They certainly did, and now we are hearing from a couple who actually heard the gunshots go off during that standoff. Let me step aside so you can get a better view of what's going on right now, because it is still an active scene. The SWAT vehicles just left a few seconds ago. However, there are a few black and white units still here. The mobile command post is still here. So right now, let's go ahead and go right to some video from Kcal earlier. This pursuit and standoff ended nearly 2 hours ago, and police officers could be seen moving in to get the female suspect. They had their guns drawn. The woman could be seen lying on the ground in the driveway of a home here for some time as officers waited to make sure it was safe to move in on her. We are not showing you her on the ground, but after more than an hour, they moved a SWAT van into place where they were able to take her into custody. Then take a look at this. It's a video posted to social media of the suspect's van, the passenger window covered with what appears to be cardboard. While the driver was on the run, we could see in the seat as well as the dashboard filled with stuff. And during the pursuit, we could also see a dog in the suspect's lap. We spoke to a couple who live about 2 doors from the standoff. They were watching clips on social media of what was going on. They could hear police negotiators talking to the woman, trying to de-escalate the situation. Here's a portion of what they saw and heard this morning.
Well, we were trying to figure out what was going on, and they were, I don't know if they're looking for different angles, trying to get to safer vantage points to speak with the suspect. Thank you.
Well, it started at like 8 a.m. Like, yeah, we were sleeping, and then helicopters really loud. It started like going around the neighborhood and like saying like, oh, please stay inside your house, like lock your doors. There's an armed suspect in your neighborhood. Like, be safe. Do not leave your house.
So this chase began just after 8 this morning. There were reports that the suspect was armed with a gun, which is why officers proceeded with caution during the chase as well as that standoff. At one point, the van jumped a curb in Tarzana before coming into a stop, and the couple tells us that the woman had 2 dogs in the van, and at one point, both of those animals got out, leading to her being more agitated. They could hear her screaming after the dogs got out. And right now, the woman's condition is unknown. We are waiting for an LAPD spokesperson to get here to update us on how she is doing, as well as to whether or not those 2 dogs are in custody. We should tell you that the couple that we interviewed during that standoff, they could hear the police department over the loudspeaker. So what they did was they got low to the ground, and they also got behind a secure wall as well. But that's the latest from here. We will check in with you as soon as we learn more from LAPD. For now, we're live in Woodland Hills. Jeff Nguyen, Kcal News.
Yeah, it's so scary when these police chases end right in your neighborhood, and there are also those animals involved. All right, Jeff, thank you for that update. An early morning tragedy, 1 person killed in this horrific 2-car crash at Imperial Highway in Garfield. I mean, you can see flames coming out of one of the cars when firefighters arrived. The driver of that car was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Firefighters had to rescue a person trapped in the white car. That person later died. And in Rancho Dominguez, 1 person was killed in this crash involving several cars on West Redondo Beach Boulevard and South Broadway around 4:30 a.m. One of the cars had its passenger side doors and back half just torn off from the impact of that collision. No word on what led up to this crash. Americans are pausing today to honor our fallen heroes on this Memorial Day.
Katrina Renee Grady, Gene Arden Vance Jr.
An annual reading of the names of fallen soldiers began at 5:30 this morning at Rosie Riveter Park in Long Beach. Gold Star families, local active duty military, law enforcement, first responders, and veterans are taking turns reading the list of names. The ceremony is expected to end at 1 this afternoon. And a somber morning in Boyle Heights as residents and local leaders paid tribute to Mexican-American soldiers who died in service to the country. The Memorial Square at Cinco Puntos stands as a testament to the service and sacrifice of those who fought in World War II and other conflicts. Local leaders, including LA Mayor Karen Bass, joined residents to reflect and express gratitude to those who served.
Continued remembrance. This is not just a landmark on a map. It's a place where young people learn the stories of their ancestors, of courage and complexity that shaped this neighborhood.
People have gathered at this memorial to remember the fallen for more than 75 years. In a Memorial Day tradition, motorcycles are just thundering through the streets of Riverside in honor of our fallen heroes as well. Kcal News reporter Rick Montanez spoke with a local business owner about the importance of keeping this tradition going.
They call it the largest single-day bike ride here in the entire country, and it starts right here in Riverside and it ends here in downtown Riverside, where everyone is having a good time here. They're also raising money for the Riverside National Cemetery. So this is a very important day for a lot of people. And check it out, the moment they took off at 9/11 this morning. A loud send-off as thousands of riders headed out on the streets of Riverside for this big event. They left at 9/11 to commemorate the lives lost in that attack, and they are also raising money to help the Riverside National Cemetery so that they can honor fallen veterans. They say this is such an important time for everyone involved.
I think as a service member, you kind of just have that heart to serve and to pay respect however you can to the veterans, who, especially those that lost their lives for us.
It's an absolute honor to be a part of this. I have family that have served. My son is a veteran, and it is an honor to be here to be able to represent our fallen and all of our military and those who have served.
And following their 40-minute or so ride, they are stopping here in downtown Riverside, where they'll be at a concert later on today and then enjoying each other's camaraderie and having a great time while knowing that they served a great cause. Reporting in Riverside, Rick Montanez, Kcal News.
And you can see cloudy there in Riverside. I mean, the sun taking its time, making its way out in much of the area on this Memorial Day. We have our Kcal meteorologist Paul Diano here with the next weather first forecast. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Jasmine. The patience is about to pay off in the Inland Empire in most locations. You can see the clouds thinning super rapidly over the past hour or so. Inland Empire, Riverside, you've now got the sunshine. Most of Orange County is now sunny. Last spot would be right over downtown Los Angeles, west toward Santa Monica, Manhattan Beach, and Malibu, where it's still cloudy. Many of us now have gone from cloudy to sunny over the past hour. The view from Mount Wilson is so much different than just 60 minutes ago. The clouds are almost entirely gone and lots of blue sky just